Okay, after a day of having that glued solid, on to part number 2. Now I took a second piece, cut a little notch out. Then what that'll enable us to do is to close that up close enough, and then we'll put some filler in there. So using the same process we used on the front, I'll mount the L to the roof surface with clear glue, and then put the vertical piece in the gap. And after everything's dried solid, then I will mount the front piece to the side piece with a little bit of CA, and it'll become one when we mount the whole thing on the wall. So I'm not going to worry too much about that little gap, but just making sure that the 2 corners meet up so that they can CA later. Then I put the start doing the cribbing here on that piece. And all that is 020060. Just follow that all the way around, and then I'll paint it when I paint the concrete their color. Okay, so I realized I made another mistake planning. I've been expecting this to be like this. I've been planning this, but I knew it was going like this, because this front part is a add-on. Because in the original building you can see where there's a partition in there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some cuts. I'm going to cut this last section off here, and then I'm going to make a cut right through there. And I'm going to fix that. So at this point, I went back to the original building and saw that across the back it had a lower architectural piece running along the back there. So went out and got a fresh piece of plastic and cut a new piece approximately the same size, maybe a little bit, I think it was a little bit taller than the one in the last frame. and then put the plastic pieces on it, put the metal folds on it. This is not going to be seen at all, so this is just more to complete the package to the casual eye, and so I just didn't worry about the scale and getting the gaps from the sides to the front to back the same. Okay, if you look at the roof of this on the picture, it looks like a deteriorating tar and gravel roof, maybe foam in places. It's black and white, so we'll use the tape trick and get this painted up, and then put the roof details on the unit. There is some additional work required along the back because it doesn't have the lip the other three sides did. So I'll take a little piece of square styrene and cut it to the inside length and adhere it between the pieces on the inside, paint it red, and then I'll use a smaller L strip across the back because the back piece is lower, and again, this is going to be pretty much buried. Nobody's going to be able to see it, and so all this work is pretty much for continuity's sake more than anything. So at this point, it was time to raid the roof details out of the parts bin, find us some nice pieces, and I got an air conditioning unit and 2 or 3 roof ducts. Sprayed them up silver and building the air conditioner here and planning on putting them on the roof. Okay, this is just photo paper with color printing on the item. And so right from here, we're just going to go cut these out. Put them where they belong. Okay, so here's the finished project. In the end run, I give myself a C on this one. I'm not happy with some specific details, and those would be the images across. I need to get somebody who's proficient at Photoshop to unscrew up the angle that I had when I took pictures of them. I'm trying to get potter boxes and other plants around the that were interfering with the picture, and my CorelDRAW experience isn't enough to get rid of those issues. I probably would also do with details in order to increase the vibrancy on the images. Not real happy with how those came out either. The structure itself is fine. It looks kind of like the building. It does close enough for representation of what's out there. Satisfied with those aspects of the building, but in the end it could have been overall better. Again, I give myself a C on this one, C+, and in the end it'll be fine. Thanks for checking out the video in the 4-part series. We'll be moving on to a new project next week. I think that's going to be gondolas. And hope you stick around, and I look forward to talking to you then. Like, share, subscribe, let a friend know, and appreciate you taking your time out for me. Have a great day.